The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials down 56, Nasdaq down 19, S&P's flat. Gold contract down $2, trading at $13.17 an ounce. We have silver down 5 cents, trading out at $15.78 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 40 cents, $53.27 a barrel. We'll get those numbers out this morning.
We sure do. Inventory at 10:30.
Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year note up 4 ticks, 122 even, 30-year bond up 11 at 146.01. Now, both notes and bonds, folks, last 2 days, they rejected lower price once again. They want the highs. King dollar up 148 ticks, trading 95.965. This 95.830 mark, folks, is like, I have no idea why they're fighting over it, why it's so important. But when you go back all the way to October 24th, this is the fight's over that number. So we'll find out what that's all about. Euro's at 113.82. Yen is trading at 109.73. Pound at 129.61. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And folks, if you haven't test driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, great platform, real easy to do. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner. You hit the banner, bring it up. They'll let you trade with paper money as Kevin and his team goes through option strategies, futures each and every day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time right here. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Lots of earnings, lots of interesting earnings coming out today. We're a little light, as we know, all week. We're a little light on economic data, and even some of the ones we're not getting the full reports on. So it's a tough week to go on economic data, but some really interesting earnings coming out. I'm watching, Disney, Spotify. How about Snap?
Yeah, Snap got action,
Snap
man.
is not going out of business after all.
No, that's quite a hit, man. I mean, the market's happy that they didn't lose anyone. It's not that they gained anyone,
Right.
but now it looks like they start monetizing some of the people they have.
And even a stock that I don't like to trade it so much, but I certainly like to look at it, and that's General Motors.
Yeah.
Had a pretty impressive number that they came out with, and here's why. What the American car companies are doing that is so important, they are now focusing on what works and what has margins, which is SUVs and trucks. It's pretty amazing that GM is going to be mainly trucks and SUVs going forward. It's startling to think what's happening in that company.
I think I saw the average sale price of their vehicles is $36,000.
Right.
Which is so high for an average, to be that high.
Right.
And it
Listen,
speaks to what he's talking about, high margin vehicles, for sure.
We have a truck in the construction business. They're expensive, man. They're more expensive than people think.
They're powerhouse
right,
engines.
Exactly.
You got to be pulling that stuff
Exactly.
real deal, yeah.
Exactly. Hey,
And the trucks are high margin, guys.
Yes.
They are. They're big dollars. Giving things away free. This is like, it's going to be interesting to see this change in dynamics. The biggest stocks today, inside the NDX 100, folks, have everything to do about Fortnite. You got Electronic Arts down 14%, Take-Two Interactive down 13%, and Activision down 9%.
Okay.
That's pretty intense,
Pretty
man.
amazing.
I know. How do you compete with free, right?
Right. And Oliver Rennick and I were just talking about this on Morning Trade Live, and that said, these numbers for these two stocks, I'm going to talk about EA and Take-Two, were horrible. They missed revenue expectations. They guided lower. Their stocks are having a horrible day. But this industry as a whole is exploding.
Yes.
So these two aren't doing well, but man, the numbers industry-wide for gaming are just growing at let's put it this way, they're growing at paces like NASDAQ stocks and IT companies. They're growing at unbelievable multiples.
Well, the first time, I'm sure plenty of people have seen this. This is the first time I saw it. This week, downtown St. Pete, right? You know, right now, Kevin, the weather's really cool. I mean, it's like 75. So all the bars, you know, you're walking down the street and, you know, everything's open, right? And I walk by this bar, and monster TVs are there, right? And everyone's sitting there, like, I'd say the average crowd is like 25 to 35, right? They're sitting there with beers. They're all playing each other on these big screens.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the first time I've ever seen it like in a bar, and I'm sure that's happening. It's a big deal, man.
Yeah, definitely. We all have a console in our hands, kind of. That's the cool part. Like, our phones are just as powerful as probably a PlayStation and Xbox, at least how they used to be, right? 5 years ago or something like that.
Well, you know what? They might have been playing on their phones. I didn't go inside, so I didn't.
Oh no,
I
I'm just
could see
speaking.
that they were playing.
I'm just speaking to the general deal where, like, you know, you talk
Yeah.
about free. We all walk around with playing consoles in our hands now,
Right.
and the dynamic is changing that much because you just need to offer people a game. You don't need to sell them a PlayStation or an Xbox these days, and then you don't need to go buy a game for $50, $60, $70, which is why, I mean, the number on it. We just pulled it up, Kevin. And which one is this? To Take-Two. Their Grand Theft Auto revenue for the quarter is going to be 450 to 500 as opposed to over 600. I mean, just huge miss, man.
Right.
That's 25% miss on
Right.
your revenue
But-
number.
And we'd still have to
But the
take in
problem
450 million in 90 days, though, right?
Yeah, right.
But the problem with some of these, with this industry is a new game comes out and everyone flocks to that new game. So
Sure.
it's very hot and cold, right? So if you have, and here's the other thing. It appears to me, as I look at this from watching the numbers, they haven't really figured out how to monetize it enough to make, when they're hot, when they have the right game, to make enough money to cover for when it trails off. So, you know, these companies need to do a better job at when you have that game that is the most popular and the crazy attention to, you got to be able to monetize it better.
Yeah, because we've talked about it. I mean, I did spend, I think, $10 at one night, $10 one time on Fortnite, but it wasn't even necessary.
Right.
And that's what was always interesting is how they were taking in so much money because it's so amazing that you can just play the game for completely free, and all you're really doing is buying clothing for your character, and somehow they're taking in billions of dollars doing that.
And listen, when I was interviewing Dave White a couple weeks ago, you know, he's another talk host here, Kevin, right? You know, he's a big gamer, and he'd be the last guy that I think. I mean, he's a math guy and a gamer that he'd buy something, but he said right. He said, "Oh, he wanted to get a few things."
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So, bottom line,
And it speaks to, I mean, you go out, you buy a book because it's enjoyable, right?
Right.
You just want it to be enjoyable.
Totally.
So it doesn't mean, you know, that's what it comes down to.
No, I can see that. Right.
But we're also adult people where $10 is not the end of the world.
Right.
We have these kids plowing $100, $200 somehow, and I think they're going to manage that a little better, just like Kevin's saying, as in what's the incentive to spend money and how do you do it in the most efficient way while keeping everybody happy about what they're playing that game for almost free.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know it's interesting, Kevin, when we talk about Apple, right? You know, you see Skyworks today. Skyworks got a big bid, man. So it's kind of interesting to see that, you know, is Apple going to continue higher? Because that Skyworks, man, I mean, that's the leading stock right now inside the NDX 100. And of course,
And
that's
remember what Skyworks is, right? They supply Apple with parts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a big number, man. Skyworks, folks, is up 11% this morning.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a lot going on, guys. And today after the bell, Chipotle.
Oh yeah.
And tomorrow before the Open, Twitter and Yum Brands.
Oh,
That's what we're covering today, guys.
Twitter, they got a lot to live up to after Snapchat,
Oh
man.
my God. Folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, outstanding program. Check it out. Kevin, you have a great day, safe day. We look forward to the program.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 72. You get the Nasdaq off 41. S&Ps are off 5.5. We hadn't seen any great red for a while.
Yeah, 5 days in the S&P to the positive side. I'd say on the update, I think the VIX got to 1504 yesterday.
Yeah, let's look at that because I heard
so
you
we're
saying
at about
that.
1560. We might be creeping up towards 16 as we've gotten a little bit of negative action in the market even since we came on the air.
It is pretty amazing that it went all the way down there. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a run in the market, to be fair. You know, January, quite a run. I mean, one of the best Januaries ever following a disastrous December. But
yeah, and here, check this out, folks. I got a call yesterday afternoon about oil. This is pretty cool, which I hadn't seen this. And the correlation, and this doesn't always happen, but the correlation this time was just exact. That the high in oil, when you go back here, the October 3rd,
okay.
$76.26. The low in oil, December 24th, $42.67. Let me see if I can put this up here. And you're going to see, okay, so that's the indice. I'm going to compare it to...
I think you want that one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Compare it to ESH9.
See if that does it.
Update.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's the correlation. We haven't seen that for a long time, folks. I mean, it goes back and forth, but this one was so direct, almost to the day.
Sure.
So it's going to get intriguing here because the oil market in general looks like it hit some resistance, and the resistance it was hitting was November 13th, 55.34. It was up there 4, 5, 6 days in a row and just couldn't bust it. So this number today is going to be a big one because if we go south with volume, that'll bring your probability higher that the S&P right now also wants to go south.
Yeah.
You know?
And speaking of oil, right?
Yeah.
It's Wednesdays. We're going to jump over, man. We get those oil numbers in about 10 minutes. So there's your current contract we were just looking at, March. These are 5-minute bars, I believe. Yes, they are. And to pull up some of the markets here, we're going to jump into the commodities. Crude oil, we'll start it off with the 11 a.m. expiration. So we're trading right now 53.11. Ideally, would be looking for something around maybe 53 if you wanted exposure in both directions. 53.25 would give you similar, just depending you want 11 or 12 cents on each side of the market to start off. But really, we're not getting too many great options where 52.75 or 53.50 are going to be the closest you can get on the 11 a.m.s. Now, we've gotten some movement. Let's see where the noons line up. Noons are going to give us a different option, of course, because within that hour, when these open, 53.25 is going to be an option. Now, right away, you're going to have intrinsic value to the bearish side, so this is going to be your out-of-the-money option, right? Basically, your spread. Yeah. But we're trading at 53.10. Contract starts to have value at 53.25, so that's going to cost you about $20. And then on the flip side, here's your bearish trade. You're going to have 15 cents of intrinsic value. So I can already tell when you get used to these, if you have 15 cents of intrinsic value, you're going to be paying a similar 20 cents in premium. Yeah. This is going to be about $35, and boom, on the dot. Okay?
Right, look at that.
So $55 you're looking for. Now, keeping in mind, though, you have a 15-cent head start to the downside.
Okay.
So if you needed to, break even on the downside, right, we need 55 pennies. So it'd be about 53.70 to the downside, or 53.80 to the upside. So to put it, you need 70 cents of movement to the upside for your break even. You need 40 cents of movement to the downside to your break even. And that's where these kind of take on a little bit bearish, bullish. But if you want exposure in both directions, just more than about 50 cents you would need away from that 53.25 as we come into those earnings. And let's just jump, because I'm curious around if maybe the dailies line up. 53.50 is our only option in the big ones, and yeah, those don't quite line up. We've just had too much movement to get right on both directions. You check out that chart.
So that's, I have a bias to the downside right now, but that's still quite a bit of movement that you need, because we haven't moved that much, in the last 5 days. We've moved that much, but you know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah. I mean, to price that product, though, we just were up at 53.76 and traded down 75 cents in the last hour and 20 minutes with no news, and that's going to give you exposure for an hour and 30 minutes after the news, right? So it's probably a fair assessment in terms of the premium that you should be applying to those contracts, with, especially when you look, if you could trade both sides of it, right? As in, we just went at 1 in the morning, 53.75, down to a low of 52.87, back up to 53.75, back down to 53. You're getting 75 cents to a dollar movement both directions over and over, which would be nice, because you could always close out one of these trades, look for the bounce the other way.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the XLE. So we're talking oil. So the XLE, that's hanging up there at 64.61. Yeah, doesn't look that bad. Oh, you want to see something crazy? XLF. I hope this story. I don't know if I get the story in the Bloomberg today, in the Wall Street Journal. What the story's about, folks, is that the tax cut, right?
Yes.
So the tax cut was supposed to get everyone working, right? Bottom line is that the banks got the biggest break of all. And this is, I know this on Bloomberg. We'll find this. So the banks got the biggest break of all. They took in additional $21 billion they didn't have to pay.
Okay.
But on top of that, they cut everyone. Their jobs are going down versus going
cut everyone. Their own employment numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, they're firing people and laying
exactly.
them off.
The key was supposed to be that you put people to work.
Sure.
The bottom line is that they didn't put anyone to work.
I think there's been plenty of articles about that money basically going to corporate buybacks and not going to capital expenditure. And the entire argument is that capital expenditure is what would allow for job growth, expansion.
Exactly.
But
and the number that they had is that what the bank saved was double what the IRS actually has in their budget every year.
Double what? Sorry, double what? What?
Double the IRS budget. The banks basically saved in taxes this year.
Okay.
Yeah. Just one.
Sure.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And if you were around, folks, the last time this happened, the exact same thing happened. It was like this was like 15 years ago, 12 years ago. The corporation said the same rap. Bottom line didn't not even come close.
Sure.
So pretty wild, man. Higher volume equities out here. Let's go take a look at them. You got Snap's going to be up there. Yeah, so Snap's up to $1.62. You get Micron Tech. That's still strong. That's up $2. The big losers out here are those game plays. You got Electronic Arts down $12.95.
Yeah.
Activision down $4.45. Take-Two Interactive down $13.95. That's a sector getting hit, man.
Let's click on Activision and see how. So they come out with their earnings as well. That's it. Or is this?
I'm not
Just,
sure. I'm not sure if it was EA that's hitting all of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
right. That's what I was. Let's click back a little bit on that. Where were it? There it is.
Yeah, if you hit it, I'll do a DES and see what. So they're coming out the 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, and look at this is a year low anyway. So
Yeah.
this has been happening.
Let's see what-
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just the general dynamic of
Right.
across the board.
So Activision falls after EA cuts its forecast.
Yeah.
They're taking a lot of money though, man. It's just, but the market wants more.
I mean, look, it's just huge. Fiscal year 4.87 versus 5.2. They're looking for. This is EA, but just the whole industry
Okay.
talking about. And look at the earnings, 385 versus they were looking at 457.
Yeah.
And it would make sense, right? Once you put in all that development, technology-wise, into a big game like that,
Yeah.
every extra game you sell is a lot of profit once you get up there. So if you drop that revenue, it's probably a lot of margin.
No doubt. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back to the oil numbers. We have the Dow Industrials down 56, Nasdaq off 38, S&P's down 4.5. Come right back. Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back. Well, welcome back, folks. So, what do we have here?
Crude oil inventories rising, 1.26 million barrels. Median analyst estimate was about 1.8 million barrels.
Okay.
They have the Bloomberg survey estimate, which was a rise of about 1 million barrels. So nothing too surprising at first glance. We'll jump over to the charts, though, see how the market is reacting. And, yeah, nothing too substantial, right? We were trading at about, is it 53.10? Coming into that
Okay.
news report.
Yeah.
A bit of a pop right away, but keeping in mind that would actually 53.25 on these examples was going to be kind of our pivot point.
Right.
So that's why we started with a little bit of a bearish bias. We got a pop of about 15 cents. Nothing too dramatic so far in that market, and you might not see anything too dramatic if we didn't get that big of a surprise. You know, we'll check back on the full breakdown as it comes out, but right away, 1.26 million barrels, pretty close to in line with what they were looking for.
Yeah. So let's go to Twitter. So this is going to be interesting, right? There's no doubt. So the low for the year is 24, the high is 47.
So 7 a.m. tomorrow they come out with it, yeah.
Okay. And let's see what they're looking for. So they're looking for 867 million in gross revenue and 25 cents in earnings. Now, the differential here is that, of course, you know, Twitter's been on a nice roll compared to Snap.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the flip side of that argument is that they took quite a beating before Snap did, so maybe they just got their beating before Snap did.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
you know,
yeah.
going from $70 in 2014 to what were they, down at 15 or 13?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they had gone public, let's see, at
Been a
26.
while now, right? Yeah,
26.
2013.
November 6, 2013.
Can you go to the description again? What's
Yeah.
the market cap of Twitter right now? Just looking at
25 billion.
25 billion. Okay,
Right.
versus Snap. After that pop, gonna be like 11, 12. Yeah, 11.5.
Oh, here, let me show you what I found yesterday. This is quiet. This is crazy. We have some fun with this, folks.
You're telling me the break.
Yeah, so this is just, you can go rich go on Bloomberg, and it tells you every day, real time, updated. I don't know if it's updated every hour or whatever.
Sure.
The pluses and minuses of the billionaire index. So like Bezos is making $2 billion today. Gates is making 444 million. Buffett's losing $500 million. He was losing yesterday too.
Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg's making 722 million. It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then see the Waltons down here. So the Waltons, look at that.
Sure.
And what's interesting here is that I'm not quite sure how this is. Oh, I see. That's what it is. Okay, that the stock's finally moving because they only made an additional 1.3 billion today.
No,
The year to date.
Yes.
But today they're making 305 million.
Right. Yes.
So that's quite a day for them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Charles Koch making 40 million.
40 billion. With a B. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. 40 million.
The there's a
It'd be
little.
nice if he was making 40 billion.
Yeah, exactly. Jack Ma, that's a big one. 733 million.
We got quite a pop.
This is in the day, folks.
Yeah.
Look at Michael Dell, 114 million.
Yeah.
Gotta have some fun with that.
Yeah.
Play with that. So the range, I haven't figured out this one yet.
That's the 3-month range, as in
Yeah.
the average of where they were
Right.
versus the blue is where they are
Okay,
now.
right.
So, like, for instance, I'm not even sure. What is Arnault? Is that the
That's
car?
that's the
I should know.
Hennessy. That's
Okay, yeah.
the low
Louis Vuitton?
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
the
I
high
don't know if
end.
it's Hennessy.
Yeah,
Hennessy's
right,
a liquor.
Exactly.
You're talking about Louis Vuitton, yeah.
Yeah, no, Hennessy too. They own all
Okay.
the big brands. It's a high end, you know.
Hennessy's a liquor.
I know,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but yes, he's in clothing, liquor.
Okay.
Anything that's big. They're from
Anything
Europe.
that's big.
Yeah,
Okay.
big and beautiful.
Okay.
That's their brand.
Let's click on him. Let's get what he's got. Maybe they give him a breakdown. There we go. Moet, Henderson, Louis Vuitton. There we go. Moet. Pop those bottles.
Oh yeah.
Pop them,
Yeah,
baby.
Totally.
Yeah. Tag Heuer watches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dom Perignon. There we go.
It's all the fun things
Oh, yeah.
that cost a fortune. The
How about oil, real quick, just to give a quick peek, see where we're at. Yes, a little bit of a pop. We're about 40 cents, climbing a little bit higher, 53.48 in the price of that crude right now on the heels of that news. And even, let's find, which one were we on? I'll find that breakdown. I think we had it. Here we go. So we saw a rise of 1.2 million barrels. Estimate was about 1.8. And as I said, though, the Bloomberg survey was even below 1. Yeah, so Cushing, increase of 1.4. PADD 3 crude, decline of 264. Gasoline, slightly less than they thought, 500,000 barrels versus an estimate of 1.5 million. Distillates, pretty close, minus 2.2 million versus a decline of minus 2 million expected. Pretty close numbers, all things considered. You know, going back to previous reports, we've seen some bigger misses than this, and it's across the board. As in, sometimes the crude top-line number comes in pretty close, but then we get a gasoline surprise or a distillate surprise, but pretty close across the board.
And then, what other one? Kevin was saying, Twitter's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as one of our Tigers has just said in the den, they're buying the dip. So let's go over to that S&P and take a look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, so we get the E-mini right now. It's down $1.50. Okay, whoops. Put this on 2 days.
So you,
42.
okay. Oh.
What am I doing?
I can help you with these shortcuts, man. We
Go ahead.
I don't. Can you just refresh?
Yeah.
Oh boy. There we go. There we go. We got there.
Okay. So let's see what we got. We got a high out here. Oh, I see. That high has some volume, but you see the high didn't take out yesterday's high, which is bearish. You know, what happens, folks, is that when you go up and you basically try to get into this high from the prior day and you just can't make it, it's like, why not? That means that someone's sitting up there selling the heck out of it, because that's a decent bar. That being said, then we came down. Yeah, the fight's going to be right over where we are right now. That's what it looks like. You know, because we don't have a high volume bar on the way down either. You know, so this thing's going to straighten itself out next 10, 20 minutes. We'll see where it goes. Let's see if we do the NQs. We may have any sellers inside the NQs. Same setup. Actually, the NQs, this gets interesting. The NQs is saying that can't get to it high again because the NQs has volume up at that high. We have, what's that, 28,000. The low just hit 14. So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Actually, oh, I see what happens. Oh, this is cool. Okay, here's the number, 7013. And what that is, folks, that's the low of that bar at the open. You know?
7,013.
Yeah, and we're at 7,004 right now. So I suspect we're going to try to get into that, and if it fails there, then we come right back down the other side. Inside the Dow Industrials, let's take a look at the strength versus the weakness. We know inside the NDX, it's all the gaming stocks. That's, you know, for the Dow Industrials, you don't have much happening out here. You get Home Depot is putting 12 negative, Goldman's putting 9, Microsoft's putting 7. Other than that, there's not a lot of movement.
Yeah. Take-Two and EA and Snap and Twitter, they're not in the Dow. Thankfully for the,
That's... Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 49, Nasdaq off 26, S&P's off 2. Come right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow down 35, Nasdaq off 22, S&P's down 1. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Kegstad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. Don't forget, folks, you can reach Teddy every trading day at forex-trading-unlocked.com. That's forex-trading-unlocked.com. Teddy Kegstad, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, guys?
Doing great. Yourself, man?
Doing well. So
Hey.
pretty interesting to see the wake of the State of the Union address, to see how the currencies are reacting, and the dollar's getting a little bit of a lift, it seems, right now.
Yeah, it's this 95,830 mark in the index, the dollar index. It's like, I can't figure out why they're fighting over it so much, man. But I mean, they've been fighting over this number since October 24th. It's like, really? It is what it is. You know,
Absolutely.
the Aussie got hit last night, huh?
Yeah, the Australian dollar today is the one that's really getting an impact as far as the dollar rally, and also the Canada a little bit also.
Okay.
But all the other currencies really aren't reacting too much. They're slightly positive. I think the U.S. dollar Swiss, it's pretty interesting. Yesterday it settled right below parity. Today it's trading just above parity, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that positive close there above parity kind of locks in a little bit maybe of some follow-through into Friday for the U.S. dollar. But this is not like, there's no real big market reaction from last night's speech thinking that this is strong for the dollar.
Right. And I guess we have Asia closed, so that calms down the currency over there, does it?
Sure. With the Chinese Lunar New Year, you have things that are kind of calm with the yuan, obviously.
Yeah.
As well as the yen. Because I was taking a look at that today, and like it's a pretty sleepy trade, and I don't think you're going to see anything going on now with those for a good week and a half. It's going to be pretty stable, pretty sideways.
Yeah, because they don't open back up, folks, until next Monday. Well, this coming Monday. Pretty wild, man. So the Canadian dollar, where are we at with this Canadian dollar? Let me see what this thing looks like. So
It's got a little uptick going on.
okay. So $1.31. Okay, right. Interesting, man.
It's a nice little bounce there.
Yeah, no, I can see that. That's it's. You know, the good old U.S. dollar, we'll find out where this whole thing wants to shake out. But it's so intriguing. I guess all of them, you know, we've been talking about, even since the last 3 months, all of them are kind of at levels where they could turn, but they really haven't turned yet, right? We're still in this tight consolidation, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, it seems like the longer that we're in this, you know, this morning when I was doing the newsletter, I said, you know, I've seen tight consolidations in currencies for a while, but November, December, January, February. So this is 3.5 months, man. Like, you know,
Look at the euro.
yeah.
The range is very tiny for today after. You would think there'd be much more reactionary with these other markets at the levels they're at. And the euro is basically in its middle of its range.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't think anyone is willing to really push the euro one way or the other. It seems like the euro is just waiting to see, okay, what's going to happen with Brexit? I mean, is it going to fly? Is it going to not fly? You know.
They might have to wait longer. I heard May
And
now.
the EU economic numbers came out kind of weak again today and yesterday, and it's still not really weighing on the currency.
Right, right. Gonna be wild watching this baby, no doubt. And of course, the yen, you know, the yen stuck its head up against over the 110 again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about with the spike in gold we got going on here?
Oh, we just get a little spike.
I think it means in general.
Oh, listen, I like it. I'm bullish gold. I mean, I think this is going to be like the run like of 2016. You know, it wasn't extraordinary, but for the equities, well, it was a good run. But that's what it seems like. I mean, if we have a breakout, you know, that gold, Teddy's been in a consolidation for 6 years now.
Now, I think if you get the breakout like you're talking about there, that's where you're going to start to see a really huge currency shakeup.
Yes. No, believe me. You know, that's why I'm so intrigued about how this fight is coming down on the dollar because it seems like what happens here, folks, is that when you take a look at the euro and the yen, the euro and the pound, they're really at lows, you know, where our dollar's not at real highs, but it's higher. So my probability is that the euro and the pound can go much higher in a second, and that just makes the dollar go lower. So if that's the case, not only gold, I mean, we'll get these commodities will start running, you know? I mean, I was listening to Larry this morning. It looks like a couple of these, I mean, wheat was running this morning, I think. And now those numbers are going to, what has happened, folks, is that we haven't got the numbers on these plantings because of the shutdown. So a bunch of them are going to come out at once. And you look at wheat, wheat's been laying at this low since last September.
Yeah.
You know? And
get ready for the rally.
Seriously,
Grains are going to get a big rally this year, I think.
Yeah, no, then I'm with you. And you know what's interesting, Teddy, is that Tom, the grains almost feel like going back to 2001. You know, that they just laid there, and then all of a sudden they just took off.
Right.
Yeah, and once they take off, man, they don't, well, they'll end up crashing again, but bottom line is that they take off like a rocket ship.
Sure.
They get really steep runs.
Don't they, man? Everyone's a hero until they die.
Buy some August calls out of the money.
Yeah, that's
sure,
that's
right.
a fact.
Well, defined risk, totally.
Right. Big time,
Yeah.
big time. So what else are we going to look at this week?
This week, I think it's going to be sleepy with the pound and the euro.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see very much, you know. And I saw an interesting cartoon in The Economist last week, how they had the whole Brexit and the EU, you know, how it's going to work out. It's kind of like if you look at the different adapters for your plugs, for your lamps, versus European versus UK.
Yes.
That's how this deal is going to end up being. You're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. They're going to get through this no matter what, because they're not going to stop trading with each other.
Right.
You know, it's going to be kind of sloppy and choppy. And I don't think we're going to see much in the pound or the euro until this gets resolved in the next month and a half. So. But the key is to look at the dollar Swiss. If it closes above parity, it can stay above parity.
Okay.
Then I think this dollar rally is going to continue. Otherwise, I think right now this is just a little rally to get ready to sell into in the next week.
I got to start following this Swiss. I haven't done that, but I'm going to do that, man. So CHF, that's the number, right?
You got it.
CHF. And so here, walk me through, Teddy, what this parity thing again, okay? How this goes with the Swiss, right?
Okay. The way I see it is the dollar-Swiss parity relationship, because the Swiss is kind of like the benchmark for the euro.
Okay.
The euro is going to be much more reactionary to global things and what have you, but the Swiss, it's a little bit more tight.
Okay.
It's if you want to look at the solid trend, because they do trend together, you watch the Swiss. So this bullish trend, parity is a big number. It's, just psychologically to begin with.
Okay, cool.
So So you look at the psychological value. That means that there's strength in the dollar if it can be above parity with the Swiss. And everyone looks at the Swiss as a very stable currency. So if the dollar is above parity and strong against the Swiss, then people have the expectations that the dollar is doing the right thing, is very secure. So
you're awesome.
Nice.
I like that education, baby.
That was a good one.
Thank you. That's freaking
but now
awesome.
if it gets rejected, if it just settles above it and just over a couple of days just kind of hangs there and then falls back below parity, then we have a failure, which means you're probably going to see a sell-off dollar against all the major
Awesome, man.
currencies.
Perfect.
Listen, we appreciate it. Next
Thanks
week,
so much,
can't wait
Teddy.
to see you. Thank you, man. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
The universe provides us with opportunities all the time, and I was no different. In 2006, I invested $2,500 in a 2-day master trader course taught by Tom O'Brien, then ranked as the #1 market timer for gold. The fact is, if you want to be the best, you must learn from the best. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability and the Market Timer of the Year for 2018. To celebrate this accomplishment, TFNN.com is offering you a free 2-week subscription to my award-winning newsletter service, and there's no charge to you until day 15 unless you cancel sooner. That's right, we're waiving the normal upfront deposit, and this offer is available to anyone and everyone, even if you've tried Mastering Probability before. Sign up now, and I'll teach you the tool that identified the bottom in the Dow on January 26th, the morning that led to the largest daily point gain in history. This offer will expire on February 10th, so go to the homepage of TFNN.com now and click on Mastering Probability.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 7. Nasdaq is down 9. S&Ps are up 2.5. That was pretty cool, Teddy's explanation of
Swiss parity.
Yeah,
man.
I like it. I gotta start watching that because that's so clean. I like a clean chart like that.
Yeah, it does not much cleaner than when it's trading at 1.0009.
And understanding the fundamentals, which you explained to us, which is great.
So just quick plug, Steve Rhodes. This is kind of, we're nearing towards, we're going to wrap this up probably next week or in the coming couple weeks. Get in there, get a 14-day free trial as we open that up for Steve. Mastering Probability. He just put together a nice almost 19, 20-minute long welcome video to kind of walk people through just how to look at the newsletter, how to use it, best facets of it. You gain access to that immediately. If you're already a subscriber to Mastering Probability, right in the archived webinars section, along with a couple of other webinars you get, and he's got a list in there of kind of archive webinars he's going to be making available to the subscribers, along with, I believe, a live webinar coming up February 27th, if I'm correct. So check that out on the front page, Mastering Probability. And our man Nico, Health Signals page, of course, but get in there. You can save 25%. Health Signals twice monthly newsletter published on the 1st and the 15th of the month. It just came out with one, not quite like stocks, where it needs to be super urgent, as in the one that he just came out with February 1st. Awesome newsletter. Check it out. I've read it as well. And you can subscribe and just enter the promo code HEALTH at checkout, and you'll see that you will save 25%. When you add that code, apply it, boom, there's your savings. You can sign up right now on the front page for Health Signals. I encourage people to check that out for a whole year. You get access for, what is it, 60 some odd dollars, and you're locked in. Of course, Tiger Dollars work for that as well.
Back to oil.
Perfect. Boom, baby.
There you go. So see, the correlation is happening because oil popped, S&P's popped in between that break.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next, and we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
We're almost there.
All right. We'll get there.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.